I just wanted to show you a little bit of this video just to show you some more delusional modern women. And this time it's going to be a whole panel of them, almost 10 of them, trying to argue the same nonsense. And just stay away from women that think like this. And if you're a woman that thinks like this, you probably should not. It's not going to end well ever.
Yeah.
You really think you can fight a guy?
She's like, yes.
So he said, do you think you can fight a guy? And instantly, yap. Let's continue.
Yes. Let me fight you. Yes. I was sparring with
Well, they're not wrong. They can fight a guy, but will you win the fight? Probably not. 90% of the time, you're going to lose that fight.
X was 6'5" and I
That
beat
doesn't
him
matter
up.
though. I'm not gonna.
Did you beat him up because he let you? So that wouldn't be a fight. That would you be assaulting him. So basically, you're just admitting to assaulting your man. Because no man's gonna hit you if he's 6'5" and you're 5'2". He's not gonna hit you. He's just gonna take the assault.
I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna disagree with you guys. I would never put my hands on a
Like
man because I don't want my
Wow,
man
we actually have some sense on the panel.
to put his hands on me.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't put your hands on anybody.
I could even square up to a man, even though I know I can fight real good or whatever you want to say. I would never.
Okay, so here's the thing.
So we have one woman with some sense.
The thing, you guys, we live in such times of peace that you guys don't even know the chaos that a 15-year-old boy can do to you. I'll tell you guys.
Civilization is so unique and so calm right now. You don't have to go fend for anything. You don't have to go fight anyone. If you're in trouble, you call the police. If there's a fire, you call the fire department. There's help everywhere. But if we weren't in a world like that, you would need protection.
Just right now, you three of you said you could fight a man? A 14-year-old boy will fuck each of you up.
But they have no idea of that because they have no idea of the wrath of a man. They wouldn't have to ever see it because men don't hit women.
A 14-year-old boy. Men have 10 times as much testosterone as you. We have stronger bone density. We have higher VO2 max. We have higher lung capacity. We have more blood. We can literally destroy a woman. Here's another thing.
And I understand. Hold on. Wait a
So what do you mean you can
minute.
fight a man then?
Wait a minute. In self-defense, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
In
Okay.
self-defense. Okay.
But like, what if
Okay.
what if
I
you're
don't know
fighting
about-
him and he's not hitting you back?
Then that's not a fight.
That's not a fight.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, though.
No, hold on.
You can't even make the argument. It just sounds ridiculous.
If he's not trying to go crazy with it,
Then that's
like,
not a fight. That's just you assaulting him.
if you still, you feel me, you're winning the fight because he's not trying to go
That's
hard
my
on you.
point. That's my point.
Like, why are you trying to fight him anyway? What is with that? Like, why are they so out of order? Why are you trying to fight a man? That just sounds ridiculously stupid.
So hard anyway.
Yeah,
Let your
what are you
man
gonna
knock
do if
you
he
the
actually
table.
decides to hit you back?
Real hard.
Die, literally. If a man literally puts a full force punch to an average sized woman, that's death, literally. So as a woman, you probably shouldn't be fighting a full grown man. It just wouldn't work out well.
Hard.
For real.
But
Then you just gotta stop fighting. What do you mean?
no.
As if you can just stop fighting. See, that's how you know. They don't know how fights end up. If you're in a fight with someone, the only way that fight ends is if that person decides they want to put mercy on you and stop. Otherwise, a lot of people fight to the death. And that's what I mean. They don't know any of that.
You done got
No,
knots.
all right. So
knots
let
and
her
titties
say
in
her
her
point real
head.
quick. You were saying something,
Yeah.
and then you can go next. Go
I'm
ahead.
saying in a self-defense kind of thing. Like, okay,
In any kind of thing, you shouldn't be doing that.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm speaking for myself.
No, go ahead.
Okay?
Right.
If y'all man or guy friend, whatever, hit y'all not gonna defend yourself.
My man.
You wouldn't be able to if a man actually hit you with full force and literally was like, "Yo, I'm gonna line up and hit this bitch in the face." You're literally getting knocked out. There is no fight. That's what they don't understand.
Wouldn't be hitting me in
I
the first
am.
place.
That's what I'm saying. You never
100%.
first of- Okay, wait a minute though. You just never know because sometimes
Exactly.
people just blank out. So we're gonna say, okay. So we're gonna say, if he was to all of a sudden just hit you, you're gonna be shocked. But then if he continues to hit you, you're gonna.
You're not
stand
gonna be
there.
shocked. You're gonna be knocked out. That's what she doesn't understand. It's not like you fighting a woman that slaps you and you're shocked. No, you're gonna get hit in the face and knocked on the ground, and you could possibly lose your life. So it's not a smart idea to be doing that at all.
So you're gonna hit him back and then get it even worse. He's gonna beat you up real bad this time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
It's always
okay,
yeah. We go right to the death.
okay,
Yeah.
so-
If you with some crazy man that's trying to like beat your ass, you best have some mace on you. You best have a gun, and you best run. Those are your best options. Trying to square up and fight this dude is not going to be in your best interest.
Here's the thing. You run. You don't
Yeah.
sit there and try
Yeah,
to fight him.
exactly.
You run. What are you gonna do? Are you seriously gonna try to square up with him?
Because if this dude grabs you, what are you going to do? Like literally, if a man grabs you, what are you going to do? He's like literally.
Hit him and then
Stop,
make him
stop,
even
stop,
better.
stop. What are you seriously gonna do if he hits you? Tell me about this
I
self-defense.
don't even want to say that.
Like-
There is once you get hit, there is no self-defense. It's over at that point. That's the point. Like you can't let it get to that point. Like why are you getting your man so mad or a man so mad that he wants to hit you? Like come on now. This is what we're talking
No,
about.
no, 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 no. I really want to hear this because I might save your life. Because real talk, any of you ladies that really think you can fight a man, you're fucking stupid. I'm dead serious.
Seriously,
Hold on,
though.
hold on, let me finish.
Like he's not even saying it to be funny. That's the real. That's just what it is.
Finished. If you seriously think, if any lady on this panel seriously thinks you can fight a man, you're fucking stupid. You're literally retarded. And I don't give a fuck if I offend your feelings. And that might save your life.
I'm not offended.
I might save your life. Because real talk, if you think you can sit there and do you went to a jiu-jitsu class, or you went to an anti-rape class, or you think that you did some Krav Maga and you could actually get a guy off you, bro, a 12-year-old boy will literally fuck any of you all up at the table. I promise you. Men are physically superior to women. There's a reason why there's an NBA, not a
Hey,
WNBA.
but that doesn't mean that we're better at all. It just means that we're physically superior. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
There's a reason why high school boys destroy women national team in soccer. There's a reason why Serena Williams lost to a hungover guy ranked 97th in a tennis exhibition match. World champion, best tennis player ever, destroyed by a man that's hungover. You cannot compete with a man. Men are physically superior to women in every which way. If you try to fight a guy, you're gonna lose. My best suggestion: get a gun and run. Period.
And that's what I was saying.
Okay, because you were saying self-defense as if I'm gonna fight.
But self-defense is self-defense. So whatever. I never
Nah, they were talking about a fight. Now she's trying to be right. It's that need to be right now. But we'll ignore that. We were talking about a fight.
specific of saying I was gonna fight.
You nodded your head when I said you think you could beat up a man.
Right, yeah. She knows what we're talking about. She has that need to be right. She's a black woman. We'll let that slide.
Never. First of all, self-defense is self-defense. I'm not saying fighting. I know that a man.
But
is
that
stronger
is what we are talking about. Like now you want to make the argument what you want to make it. Oh, okay.
than a woman physically, and we're stronger than a man mentally.
That's true.
But that's not what we're talking about. What are you gonna do? Mental gymnastics when this dude's beating your ass? How is that gonna help you? Oh, let me mentally get in his head. Meanwhile, he's bashing your head in the curb. How does that make sense?
But what I'm saying is, I never said, "Oh, I'm gonna fight him back." You never let.
If you're
me finish
mentally
what-
superior, then you should know to mentally not get to that point to turn it physical. So that's where she should have said. She should have said, mentally as women, we should know to keep situations calm and docile and never get it to that point. That's what she really should have said.
what I said I was gonna say. I'll just let everybody else keep talking. But if a man is constantly hitting you and hitting you and hitting you,
And why are you with a man that's constantly hitting you and hitting you? That's another question. Like, why are you with someone like that? Why are you with some piece of crap that's beating your ass? Like, that's just pause our question right there.
you're gonna keep running and he's gonna keep beating you up and beating you up. No, you gotta do something to fight back. Not always fight with your hands, but you have to do something to get him off of you, or you're gonna be dead.
Right.
So it's gonna be either you or him.
That wasn't a scenario though.
That wasn't a scenario.
That
We're
wasn't
talking about- we're talking
She's just
about
making something up.
fighting a guy straight up, and you nodded your head. I could fight a man, and I was like, "You're drunk."
That's totally
Go ahead.
different.
Yeah, I was like,
Wait. She's not
Hold
here.
on.
She's not
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to the bartender.
And you said you could beat up a guy too, which is hilarious.
Hold on. So yes. Sparring training for boxing.
Oh my god, she's talking about sparring with a guy. You know when guys spar with girls, they go easy on them. Like, let's see what she says though.
Keep laughing, that's fine. We can go
No,
around
it's not.
when you're done.
I mean, she does look manly in her own right. She's got them shoulders and them arms. Like, she got that stern face. Like, she probably would give a few guys a battle, but lose in the end.
Thursday, then you can fight me.
Yes, and I knock you out.
And I knock you out.
Like, damn, look
So-
at them arms, bro. Look at bro, look at them arms and shoulders, bro. Don't let her put her shoulder in you, boy.
But the reason that you're
Can we set it up?
Yo,
Roll ticket.
bro, Fresh better watch out. She's gonna tackle you. You better watch
we
out.
can do that.
Yo,
She's delusional, bro.
She
She's
is.
delusional. No.
She is, bro.
Tell the chat how tall are you, how much you weigh, real quick. Just so they,
180.
So she's a big girl. She's 5'8", 180. She's bigger than the average guy who's 5'8", 168. So she's bigger than the average guy, so which makes her feel like she can take a man. And that's the thing, a lot of black women are bigger than the average guy, so they all feel like they can fight a man. But then the problem is, they're a man, you know what I mean? There's man strength and then there's female strength. And then she's basically saying at 5'8", she's gonna take this 6'5" guy out like it's nothing. That's basically what she's saying.
Can I just say, I'm waiting for you.
she thinks she can fight me. Okay.
Not on the
No,
rocket
because I want to
shit.
say something
Hold
too.
on.
Let her finish.
Alright.
Go ahead.
I've been
He's a
waiting.
trained CIA agent, guys. Like, he's an ex-trained CIA agent. Like, so he literally knows how to kill you in multiple ways with his hands. Okay, he's a trained assassin. That's what that means. And this woman has the audacity to say that she can beat his ass. This is the world we live in.
Waiting my turn.
Literally a
not on the
trained
rocket
assassin.
shit. Literally. Like, it just comes down to that technical shit. But when you're in fight or flight, like, you're actually in the situation of, holy fuck, my significant other is beating the fuck up on me.
That's literally all you can do. Like, come on now.
You're in the survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm prepared to fight you, that's a different story.
Prepared? What is it like? What are we talking about here? Why would you be prepared to fight a man? Like, she's just all out of whack right now.
But if we're in survival mode, like, personally, it was
Why are
my
you in
own fault
survival
that
mode?
like, my ex that I was with for almost 4 years. Bro.
So you're an idiot. So you're an idiot and dated with a guy that beat your ass for 4 years. Is that what you're about to tell us here? We're supposed to feel sympathy for you? Okay.
Like, beat up on me all the time. That's my fault.
So
I
yeah.
stayed with this
Okay. At least she admitted it's her fault. I was about to get on her. At least she said it.
ass. You know what I'm saying? But during those situations, it's survival mode. You don't know, what, like,
She's an
he's
idiot. Like, don't be this girl where you're with a man that beats you down. Like, don't be that. Then you're gonna think that's normal, and then you're gonna act jaded like her and start thinking you can fight men. And then you might end up dying one day because you wanted to fight a man who was crazy. Like, don't do this. Like, just don't.
That's
Not
what
fucking
about
around,
you.
yeah.
Absolutely. Because you're looking at it like, oh my god, I love him so much. Oh my god, what's happening? You're blindsided. Okay, Will, you're not. You knew he was gonna do this shit because you stayed with him, you know. But it's that physical. He's a man. I become this cowardly woman because you didn't expect that from him. You know, there's a difference.
The scenario was
What,
fighting
what
him.
is she? I don't know what she's talking about right now. She's just all over the place.
Man, now you're talking about self-defense. Which, I mean, if you're going to say self-defense, I think the best self-defense is either a gunner or you run. Trying to fight a guy, you're going to take an L. Trying to grapple a guy is even worse. And
Yeah, you don't
you're
want to
saying that-
grapple with a guy because then it's strength on strength. Like, you either, like he said, shoot, spray, punch and run. That's it.
You can box me. I mean, with all due
We should
respect,
get it on. We
you're
should get it on the
delusional.
balcony.
You're delusional.
She is. Like, don't listen. Her advice will get you killed. Don't listen to this lady over here at all. Just do not.
You're literally delusional.
Okay, can I see what I have to say?
I
I'm
mean,
next after you.
I don't even know what
I don't
ladies
care
just-
even if you're bigger than her. I don't care if you're taller than her. Do not do it. Just don't.
So I'm gonna say, because this is very destructive. Here's the thing that scares me. I tell women all the time, if you're ever in a situation, number one, you know, if there's a violent situation with a potential guy, number one, don't be close to him. Number two, run, because you cannot physically compete with him. Now, if you're in a situation where you're self-defense, whatever, hopefully you have a weapon, because that's gonna be the only real equalizer. The advice that you're giving is destructive, because women cannot fight with men, and that rhetoric right there is
I
why
said
so many
technical
women.
We shouldn't be fighting, period. Like, it's obviously you should know how to fight, but you shouldn't be fighting the opposite gender ever, period. Like, ever. And either gender shouldn't be instigating each other either.
I said that.
It doesn't matter if you're
Technical-
trained.
No. They are not.
Even if you're
They are
trained,
not.
you're missing the
And
point.
they know it. That's why they nodded when you
Here's the
said
thing,
that.
here's
Like if you're around a woman that instigates you or gets you to that point where you want to get pissed, you shouldn't be with that woman. And if you're with a man that is hitting you or along those lines, getting to that point, you shouldn't be with him.
If you're trained, you will still lose. That's my point.
I nodded for possibility. What probability, not possibility.
Like, because even if you're trained,
like he just said.
even if you're trained, you are still going to lose.
Like
That's
Ronda Rousey would get her ass beat by me. Like Ronda Rousey's not beating me. I don't care any of those UFC fighting women. I'm beating all their asses. Like you know what I mean? They don't understand that.
I'm trying to tell you. You go to a couple boxing classes or whatever it may be.
You're not
It's one thing to
Ronda
spar
Roundhouse
with.
or nothing.
It's one thing to spar with some guys in the gym where they're not going to hit you full force.
Right,
And
they're
gonna
going
be
like
easy on you.
half
It's
speed.
another thing to get punched in the face by a dude repeatedly.
Right in the
For
nose.
real.
It takes 5 pounds of pressure to break someone's nose. So you think a man throwing a punch wouldn't break your nose and possibly kill you? Like just don't do that. Like it's
You
awful.
don't have the physical structure to take a male punch.
And
Punch,
I'm not
yeah.
saying I'm
Like
gonna go on.
a female facial structure is not built the same as a man's. Like it's just not. Like literally a man's fist can break a woman's face. Like they don't understand this stuff. Like a man's jaw is built different.
The street, look at you, and be like, oh fuck, you got a gun probably, or like this
Oh
and this
my
and this,
God.
or oh he's asking for my wallet. I'm not gonna look and be like, let me smoke you. I'm not gonna post up with you. Like I would
Even
do
though she just said she would.
what you said. I literally just brought that example up. That's why I had my immediate reaction.
You can't find a man. Bro.
She's masculine as hell, yo. Look at her compared to all the other women. The other ones are like in their feminine and acting like ladies. Well, except for this one and this one. She looks like a woman, but she's masculine. She's masculine as hell. She's masculine. The other ones, they're in their feminine. You know what I mean? But like, oh my god.
I don't care what you say. You cannot find a man from a biological standpoint.
Okay.
We've seen men destroy
Well,
women
you
in
can
fighting
tell the
situations.
difference
Look at
between
MMA
the women on
situations.
the
They-
left and the women on the right. Like the women on the right are women I would never give the time of day to. Women on the left, I still wouldn't give the time of day to, but you know what I mean. You would still have a fun time with them.
Literally had a guy, right? That a trans guy, right? That had his hormones suppressed and everything. Went up against a champion female fighter, beat the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still a guy.
You
Now
know,
here's the thing. Boxing.
Here's the
all
thing.
mental.
There's always a caveat. They can't just take the L. They always have to be right. Always. Mostly the masculine ones. The feminine ones don't. I'm talking about modern masculine women. They always have to be right, even when they're wrong.
Oh, mental.
Can we
Hey,
move
you
on?
mean Bill? Lights out.
It's like
I
mental
need to say one
gymnastics.
I can't believe.
Okay,
you're-
can I
you're
just say
serious
what
right
I
now.
have to
Yeah,
say real
Egypt
quick?
and then
serious?
Sophia because
No, hold on. She's either drunk or trolling. Are you serious right now?
trolling. You're kidding, right? Has to be a troll.
About what?
About what? She said about what? What have we been talking about?
You're kidding, right? In boxing.
Also depends on in a ring or
In
in.
a real fight. Any fight. It's even worse because you have
No,
shorter
it's
arms.
not
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, guys, a lot of guys have like 3-foot long arms. How you ain't even gonna be able to reach him? Like, he's gonna reach you, hit you, and you ain't even gonna be able. He could put his hand up at your forehead, and you won't be able to reach him at all.
Boxing is even less less advantageous for you.
Yeah, you would
Yeah,
want
man,
to kickbox if anything. Boxing is worse. If anything, kickboxing would help you, or UFC, because then you can like do other things. But if you're straight arms, no.
Way longer reach than you.
Okay.
He gonna fuck you up from back here.
Yeah.
For sure. Yo.
70% mental, 30% physical. So
Mental?
if you got
Who
like,
who told like someone? She obviously trains with someone that tells her that stuff. That only works when you're fighting a woman, someone of equal strength. Like that only works when you're in equal competition. Like if you're fighting Goliath and you're literally David, that's not gonna work. Like that phrase is a nice snowflake of a phrase to say, but it's not reality.
yes, the reach, the physical. Yes, but you're thinking about the literal like physicality.
How's your
of
mental
shit.
gonna help you when he hits you on the chin and your lights
Right.
out?
You gotta be trolling. Just keep trolling, bro.
Bro, this shit is dangerous. Yo, any women that are watching this podcast,
Don't
remember
do that.
Don't listen to what this girl's saying.
Don't listen to her, and she really believes this stuff. Look at her face.
Yo,
Look
you
how
will
serious
end
she
up to
is.
begin to shit beat out
Look
of
at
you.
her. She really thinks that she can beat a man's ass. And all of us men are looking at her like, bruh, you out of your mind. You out of your mind. Out of your
Yeah,
mind.
if a guy's serious and he punches you in your face, you're done.
Yes.
You're dead, bro. So all this
I'm not
mental and
saying
I'm
you're
gonna be mental and do
Alright.
strategy, nigga.
No.
Punch your fist, you're done. What are you gonna do?
And,
No,
and we're going hard on you like this because what you're saying is
You need to go hard on women that think they can fight men, so they don't do it. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a woman getting beat by a man. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see a woman get killed over some stupidity, some foolishness. Like this, please just don't do this stuff.